lot of shit, don't we? Hi, everybody.
Hey, we back.
We back.
We back.
Like titties.
Yeah. And earring backs. I guess I don't even know.
You don't know what to say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't think of nothing catchy fast. So.
The weeds wearing off.
I don't smoke.
You about to be regular.
I'm not 420 friendly. Okay.
I am. And I'm Hennessy friendly. So, what was I about to say? Welcome back. This is season 3. We made it to season 3.
We didn't get canceled.
And they didn't give us the Monique treatment. You know how BET did Monique with her show.
Yeah.
In indefinite hiatus. We just had a few bumps in the road. You know, a few births, a few changes.
A whole human came to Earth.
Made some changes.
Oh.
And y'all may hear him. So, I don't know what's going on, Drew. Tell me what's been going on with you.
I'm out investing in artists.
Okay.
And I don't want to call them local artists because they know me. So that means, you know what I'm saying, I'm not local. I've been a lot of places. Lived a lot of places. So that's what I've been doing, trying to start up my little t-shirt business.
Show them your shirt.
Yeah, so
this
hey, hold on. Don't be trying to mess up my black-owned business.
It's sideways.
Hey, so I'm gonna throw your shirt in there too.
Okay,
what's up?
I'm gonna post a picture of my shirt tomorrow.
So you know what I'm saying, I come up with designs, you know what I'm saying, and I help you out with your logos and whatever. And my setup fee is not, you know, outrageous like these other businesses and all that. So, you know what I'm saying, that's all I've been doing. I'm trying to be great, trying to be a king. You know what I'm saying, walk like a king.
King shit.
King shit, no prince shit. You
walk,
know what I'm saying?
Walk like a king, you know you short like a court jester.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I could. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
All right, we're not doing that no more.
Well,
we got one viewer. Hey, stay in there. I think that's us.
That's us. Oh well, we one viewer strong. Talking to us. I always like to get it up here so I can see us, what we got going on. That way I can see. Because sometimes my nose ring be shining and don't nobody tell me.
Let's see if we can get some
in here.
Tanya, thank you for liking.
Hi, Tanya. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quarter Past Real. So today we are going to be talking about Hermes. Oh wow, there we go. We'll be talking about Hermes Joseph Ashgadam, better known as, internationally known as
Nipsey Hussle.
Neighbor. Hood nip.
Crip shit. Yeah.
Is that why you wore the hat with the C on
it? Yeah, man, just to pay tribute to him. But I ain't no real Crip, just in case y'all bloods out there watching. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to go outside
because
and
I'm
have
bulling.
like 80 bloods.
I'm bicking back.
Being bull.
And I believe in Jesus Bryce. You feel what I'm talking about?
Now, if you would have fucked that up, you would have messed up the whole goddamn joke. And everything would have been so fucking ruined.
Yeah,
so, yes. So, hi, Gloria. How are you, sweetheart? And everything. You can just go down on the ground if need be. Hi, Isaac. Robert. Oh, shit. That's just you.
Everything counts.
No, that's just you. But anyway,
we like the people that like their own Facebook posts so they can get more likes. So we doing that today.
I used to be that person until I got my self-esteem together.
Oh yeah, okay.
Found my worth and my value. But anyway, so we're gonna be talking about Nipsey Hussle and the aftermath, where it's talking about a lot of different things, a lot of aspects that his death brought out. And a lot of different people. We're going to be showcasing a lot of those topics. And should we wait to premiere our special guests until needed, or we just let them chill?
That's up to you.
I'll let them chill, and then when they're ready
to see that special guest,
you guys know who's been. Hey, yo, Isaac. I don't know if you're Kappa. Hit us with the yo.
Oh, I that went over my head, so clearly I'm not a Kappa. You feel what I'm saying?
You're not.
Clearly. But I'll get in their line in a minute, though. You feel me? I get the step.
That's a cue.
Oh, hey, whatever.
God damn. Hey. He did it all shit so wrong. But anyway, so I'll start by saying, with Nipsey Hussle, I've seen him in concert. I am privileged and blessed enough to say I did see him in concert. Now, I ain't gonna cap. When I did see him in concert, I knew not now piece of song by Nipsey Hussle. I probably knew Fly Crippin'. I might have known Fly Crippin', but other than that, I knew nothing. I heard the name, I knew the persona, I knew about the selling the CDs for $100. Cause I think I even made a post at one point like, "You niggas is stupid. I'm not buying a $100 CD." Period. Especially when he was also giving it for free. But that's just me. So I can say that I was fortunate enough to see him live in concert. I have to find my videos from it and share it. But his passing, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it, I was in the parking lot of HEB on Rumberg rolling up a blunt, and cause I had to go buy some lighters and some alkaline water.
Let's talk about alkaline water.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the new water that came out. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
it's got
shit.
what? It got more oxygen.
Yeah,
in it?
it's more like oxidized and cleaner.
Oh wow.
And then like I had to get some, I smoke with alkaline water.
Why we can always have alkaline water? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because we live in a capitalist society.
Yeah,
So
it's weird as hell.
Poor people get tap water, and people who have at least make more than $10 an hour can.
Tell me how you can have alkaline water, but you can't fix Flint situation. I don't understand that.
Okay,
you know
alkaline water isn't new. Stay to the topic.
I know. Okay, well,
okay.
I'm just.
But anyways,
yeah.
With this whole with his passing, I realized that a lot of black people are crabs in a bucket. A lot of black people are very disrespectful, and then a lot of black people are just ignorant. And let me not say black people. A lot of people in general are just ignorant to a lot of things. Let's start with the whole. It was a conspiracy. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Dr. CB, he passed away, and somebody made a documentary about him. Doesn't mean, and then if we go watch a documentary, which is available to everybody to study and look through books, all that kind of stuff, it's available to the public. It's on YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube. So all those people that view that, they should die too because they know about it.
Goddamn!
I'm just saying if that was the reason.
They should be murdered as well.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they're saying, because they're saying the government took them out and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I think they were leaning more towards like big pharmaceutical companies who took, because you messing with their money. But he had been speaking about it, and it's not a secret. Like, we know that these big pharmaceutical companies don't give a fuck if we are dead or alive.
Exactly.
And they don't want to cure us. They want to keep us as customers, because a cured patient is one less customer.
Exactly.
Period. But I think that with this whole situation, as far as Nipsey, at first, I'm not gonna lie, when I got the news and it was told to me how he was killed, I was like, now ain't no niggas from the hood knowing how to just, because they made it seem like it was on some set it off shit.
Yeah.
The person was outside the window, blah, 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 blah. No, that wasn't the case. They were, when you see the video, I went from thinking it was a conspiracy theory to when I saw the video, I was like, oh, it's just a case of niggas just nigging.
Exactly. Jealousy. That's all they looked like to me at the beginning. When they said it was his homeboy, that's what I thought it was in the beginning.
And it wasn't not his homeboy. It was someone who he knew. It was somebody who he knew.
Well, but then, like, if it was somebody he just knew, he was basically a fan, then how did he just walk up on him and do all that?
He was also affiliated, because we all know that Nipsey Hussle used to be a Crip, and there's no, oh, I'm done Crip. I'm done with this shit. I'm out. I'm about to go big back and be bull in the butt. You know what I'm saying? But
she said in the butt.
Well, in the cut, the butt, you gotta switch it out. Big and back being bull in the butt.
That didn't work out. I'm glad I didn't say it. But it would have been worse.
Can you imagine if Blood said that? Oh, homie, I'm just big and back being bull in the butt. Nigga, that's some gay shit going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Look, say no homo. But anyway.
But I mean, butt, not like a butt.
Like I was like
not
cut.
a B-U-T-T.
I'm talking about the butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they try to get out of it.
And then it don't work.
Yeah.
It don't
you
work.
chilling in the butt.
Anyway, but it just, he knew the dudes, and not that they're friends, because it's a lot of people that you know, but you don't know them personally.
Exactly.
And for me, I'm just like, if you don't know my real name, you don't know me.
Yeah, if you calling me Nipsey everywhere.
Yeah, you go, oh, what's up, Nip?
Yeah.
What's up, Nip? You don't know that person.
Armies is kind of.
Armies.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I would have fucked that up every time.
Yeah, every time.
Even if we was cool.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be like,
you would just,
Armies.
No, your ass would have been like, E. Big E. Big Arm. Your ass would have did some shit like that. I just think that a lot of the people who thought it was conspiracy after getting the news, they just didn't want to accept that someone who was making the change and doing everything that society would want you to do after going down that path would get killed. I mean, you get to 34, 35, after what he say? How you die after gangbanging all these years?
Yeah.
33. You know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of like, even though he wasn't speaking about himself, it really just like shows that, you know, you can be best of homies, and or not even best of homies. You can know the person who's gonna take you out all because they feel a certain type of way about you, instead of just fighting.
I mean, but we should have saw, like, you know, that game banging life is gonna catch up to you eventually. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, like, you think you know what I'm saying? You think you can get out? You never can get out of that.
And the thing is, he never said that he was out of it. He just made it to the point to where he's like, that's who I was. You can grow and evolve. Yeah. And the thing is, they always say, you know, when you're gang banging, there's only two places you're gonna end up: dead or in jail. Well, he's no longer gang banging. He's putting stuff back into the communities. He's prison professional. Oh, okay. Oh, he got one of them. Well, we fancy.
But you know, just like, say you was a member of the Ku Klux Klan, right? You remember? I'm gonna tell you was a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and then you just decide to get out of that. That's still tagged to you for the rest of your life, and somebody gonna take you out because you was associated. No, I'm not comparing him being in the game. I'm just saying that is a game, basically.
Oh, they're violent. Oh, they're definitely
that's what I'm trying to say.
They're definitely a gang.
So, and I'm just saying, if you're involved in the gang, you're gonna be labeled that forever, even if you try to get out.
Yeah, the Ku Klux, they're just government support.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I mean,
so that's
I don't think it's fair for us to be like, oh, well, you know, he was doing this and da 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 da, because I feel like everybody tries to use what he used to do to overshadow his accomplishments, and then they're taking such a short period of time and smearing it all over his life. Just like people be like, oh, Tupac was a part of Death Row. Tupac was on Death Row for like 2 years.
He went hard in 2 years.
And then, I mean, granted, in the 2 years he went hard, but people associate his entire career with Death Row, not realizing that he was in Death Row for only like 2 years and then was killed. And then, unfortunately, his killing had something to do with him being affiliated with Death Row, but that's another story. But anyway. So I just think that it's crazy how we don't believe in the government until we think the government killed somebody.
Exactly.
That's the craziest shit I've ever really just thought of in my life. Because I'm just like, bruh, ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way at all. And okay, so to close out that part and then go into something new, another thing that disturbed me about Nipsey's being murdered is the resurgence of the whole no snitching. Snitches get stitches. Don't snitch. What? Maybe you could tell me, or you could elaborate more on your opinion or thoughts on it. But what is why does the black community hold on so dear to the whole idea of no snitching?
I don't understand what it accomplished, what it gets done.
Right.
How we're gonna get justice, like, it's just crazy why somebody wouldn't say that. And I mean, like, for this time, if we say no snitching, whatever, his homeboy told the whole reenactment of the crime right there on news.
On the news.
He didn't even give them like 5 minutes to die. This nigga is just like, yeah, the nigga ran up to him. That nigga gave me some dap. Then I went in the store.
And then I bought some Bubblicious.
For approximately 3 seconds, because this nigga think he was about to go to jail.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
He was like, nah, that nigga was Ratatouille.
Yeah.
And then a motherfucker. And nobody.
With his cowboy hat on.
What? You look like one of them camp coaches from the YMCA. Just telling it.
And nobody said nothing about this nigga, but he snitched. That was
so. Do you think that snitching is like only beneficial when the victim is loved?
It's sad to say, but I think it's dependent on the person.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
So do you?
Everybody. So you know what I'm saying? They love Nipsey around his neighborhood, so they had no problem with telling. But if some other young black dude up and coming star died, they would never snitch. I don't think that's surveillance.
So let me ask you this: if I was in, Lord, don't let it be, because I believe what you put out in the universe with your words. Okay. So in the event, like say, let's say Kevin was gunned down and murdered, right? Kevin is our producer. Shout out to Kevin. Kevin was done, shut up, wet up, and you knew who did it. Would you tell it?
You damn right. I know Kevin.
Okay,
yeah,
pause. Now, if we just walking outside and some nigga we don't know get wet up, but you happen to know the murderer, and not personally, But you know him from like maybe around the way. You've seen him once or twice in Midtown. What up, big dog? And y'all keep it moving. Do you snitch?
Oh no, I'm not coming forth with any evidence or anything. I'm minding my business. I know I said it's none of my business. I didn't know either one of them really. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is.
So, because for me, okay, first of all, on a historical context, I do understand why black people don't snitch because or don't like the whole snitching because during slavery they be trying to plan to get away, but there's the one person who run back and tell massa that they trying to plan
like he gonna get I'm gonna finally get in the house. No, nigga, you too dark.
Now he's just gonna give you a glass of lemonade with 2 pieces of ice instead of just that one to quench your thirst. But it's just like, okay, what do you get from snitching? So I get it, but at a certain point in time, we can't ask for our communities to be made safer if we protect those who villainize us, whether it be a white person, whether it be poo-poo from down the street. Like, there still are villains. Like, and I have a cousin who was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Out here in St. John's. You know what I'm saying? If I knew who the killer was at the time it happened, if I knew, I'd be... Hello, APD? Yes. His name is such and such and such and such. His grandmother actually used to braid my hair. I'm like giving everything that I could on the situation. So why do you like? Do you feel like?
It's kind of crazy though, like how we can really kind of tell on people all the time through social media. Like if you holding the camera, you're a snitch. You know what I'm saying? If you commenting on the whole little ordeal, or you sharing the whole little news clipping, you a snitch. Like you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like why?
Wait, so you think like sharing the clip, like sharing the
you know what I'm saying? People are so they subliminal, but a cop can use social media to find. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody becomes a damn detective. Or a lawyer or whatever when somebody dies on Facebook. I mean, wait, you're not even in Chicago, but you're talking about that female in Chicago.
Kanika.
Kanika, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Kanika. I feel like with that snitching thing, man, I think like everybody got a little snitching. I don't care what you say, everybody got a little snitching. And they don't understand, self-consciously, they snitch.
But I just, for me, I'm conflicted for the simple fact that it's just like, I understand that you don't want anyone to snitch, and you think snitches and snitching and blah 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 get stitches and blah 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 blah. But the person who you protecting inflicted pain on somebody else, especially, and then years later, because I'm sorry, I believe that everything that you do is gonna come back, whether it's through you or your children, whatever. Then you're in the same position to where. Then that's when you get the mothers who crying on the news. If you know something, just say something. But years ago, you knew something and didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
So when is it okay to pick and choose when to snitch?
I mean, but it's not really cool to pick and choose because when you affected by it, that's when you want to snitch. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's snitching. Snitching is snitching. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Dry snitching or anything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You the police, you know what I'm saying? And some of y'all snitch on yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
definitely snitch on myself.
Yeah.
And I have often, like, just be, yeah, girl, I'm over here such and such, doing such and such, with such and such, yeah. And then I look back and I'm like, damn, I told them all my business. Like, I didn't have to tell all that shit. They didn't ask for that. They didn't want to know. So what the shit? You know what I'm saying?
What the shit?
Yeah, oh, my eyes are burning. Oh, Lord.
So we ain't got no goddamn comments, do we?
No, let me see. How you got the goddamn iPad next to you? You asked Kevin to give you the iPad,
but
and
like,
you still can't see.
It ain't cool enough for me. Can you come in the scene and just pull that up?
Celestial. How you say it? Celestial?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say her real name online.
Star?
Hey, what's up, girl?
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Did you fuck her?
Well, hey, man, don't be saying that. That's my queen, man. That's my girl.
Oh, that's your girl?
Yeah.
Oh, so you definitely fucked her. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I am Suge. I have no filter.
Hey, don't be in her inbox either. You feel me? Like
who?
Anybody.
Like, oh yeah. That's his queen.
Yeah.
On the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no king ever let his queen just move around and do what the hell she want to do, right?
Well,
hey, yeah. And then they don't speak to him crazy either. So you know what I'm saying? I'm exercising as a king. You feel me? Hey, free game for all y'all out there. Stop being princess. Be a king. You feel me? Yeah.
That's an excellent Kush. Now
Right.
y'all go back and look at the previous seasons. When he be high, he be like, "Yeah, I agree." Sweating like he stole some shit, or he,
Hey, it's
a
getting
child
hot
support sitting outside. Yep, I agree. Looking like a K2 smoker. Now he,
You
Now-
said K2.
yes. Now he just okay. Now he got something. He got something to say.
Yeah, man, we ain't jumping like that this year. Like, I might need to go back to the dummy.
No,
Okay.
no, I need you to stay with this.
Hey.
What else did you want to elaborate on as far as this situation with him?
What did you feel about the Kodak situation? Kodak Black disrespecting Laura London and him.
It's extremely disrespectful. And first of all, I don't expect much from someone who is a sexual predator.
Ooh,
That's one.
those are facts. Like, you know,
And
what
I'm not
saying?
saying anything
until
that's-
it's allegedly, right?
And
Do we
no,
have-
like he's being charged.
Oh,
like he
yeah.
has a trial and a court date
Yeah,
coming
so
up.
allegedly.
Like so,
we
but here's the
snitching.
thing.
We gotta say allegedly. If you say
I
allegedly, you're not snitching.
I don't take anything serious from or have any type of respect for someone who is a sexual predator. And let me say this: I know there's a lot of cases where the person is innocent. There's some devious women out there. I'm not taking that away, but in most cases, if you get the jacket put on you as a sexual predator, you were in some situation or in some position to where you fit that jacket and you fit it quite well. I believe that about Kodak Black. What 50 Cent say? Hey, if they said he did that shit,
You did
he did
it,
that
yeah.
shit. Okay, so that's one. Two, for anybody who defends Kodak Black, especially a black woman, you're simple. You're stupid, you're lame, you're dumb, and your mama's a hoe.
And your mama's a hoe. Hey,
And I stand by that.
you gotta say period at the end.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
then
get, I
Kirk
hope you get flued out into the Bermuda Triangle in the middle of a hurricane.
Flew.
Flued out. That's what I hope for you. But the simple fact
you get sick as
that
hell on the plane ride.
it seems like a lot of women like to defend black men as long as they can make them dance. As long as you can make me feel good in the song. You make a song about me, oh, she my missus something. Anything that's catchy and you feel like that relates to you, you'll defend them. Because Kodak Black is the same person who said he don't want no dark bitch. He can't date no dark bitch. He dark. He wants something that looks good, something light-skinned, something exotic. Dark bitches don't look good. That's number one.
I see he pissed you off.
And I'm not even bright, but I'm just like, I got little cousins who have to deal with that kind of shit, and they're darker, beautiful young girls, but because they got to deal with the black boys saying, I want me a Lauren London, and not that we should start, being mean to light skinned girls because they are light skinned. You know what I'm saying? That's something that they can't help. That's how they, that's how they were born. But at the same time, he said that numerous times. Make digs at black women for the same thing that he praises for every other race for having that they got from us. Sexual predator, that should be the cake. And then on top of that, everybody's like, oh well, he apologized. I'm sorry, sweetie. Whenever you say I'm sorry, shit. But shit, she a whole widow out here.
That nigga said I said what I said.
I said what I said, but I'm sorry, shit. I mean, she looking good. She a whole widow out here. Your disrespect knows no fucking bounds, G. You're not that's not an apology. That's like
you
me
can't
doing
put no
something.
conditions.
Yeah,
on no
that's like me saying
yeah.
Suge, you hurt my feelings. I mean, well, damn, you said some shit. All right, sorry, my nigga. Fuck, what the fuck? That's not an apology.
We do that
a
lot,
scapegoat.
though. We do. I do that. I'm
no,
not
I
gonna
don't.
lie. You know,
I lie.
You used to,
do that.
yeah.
I used to do that
That's what I'm
a
saying.
lot.
So like, I'm not gonna lie. A couple years ago, maybe even last year, I would have made the comment he made about liking dark skinned girls. I mean, liking light skinned girls versus dark skinned girls. Until some dark skinned girl told me that's what really threw you out the game with me because you said that comment. I was like, dang. I was like, because I said I usually don't date dark skinned girls, but you look attractive.
That's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But I didn't know. Like I said, I was acting immature until she corrected that. You feel what I'm saying?
No, but here's the thing. At a certain point in time, sweetie, no.
You should just get it?
There are too many resources for you to just stew in your own ignorance.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should just get it, or somebody have to teach you that. think about what I'm saying in history.
Well, you didn't learn the ignorance that you came about. Why should someone have to come and teach you how to be a better human being? Period, point blank, Kodak Black is the bottom of the barrel. The black sticky shit at the bottom of the barrel that they talk about in that movie. Like, we are the cream of the crop. You are the black sticky shit at the bottom of the barrel. That's exactly what Kodak Black is.
But what I'm saying, and then I understand what you're saying, and I ain't correcting none of these stuff. I'm just saying he young, he immature, and he was taught a certain way. Listen, check this out.
How old is he?
Listen what I'm talking about.
Can we get a fact check on how old he is, Kevin?
Fact check,
Thank you.
But what I'm trying to say, like the person that jumped on live instead of calling the little young man, because that's what he is. Instead of calling him, he called him out. Nigga, you testing my manhood. You telling me to do something expeditiously? Nigga, are you Joe Clark?
First of all,
no, I'm just saying.
First of all,
I'm not. I'm
I am no. First
you not don't defend that part. That's what you
no.
21 years old, born June 11th.
What's he say?
1997.
He's what?
21 years old.
Okay, so first of all,
at 21.
I'm sorry. At 21, the men that I knew in my life were not that ignorant, and they were not that insensitive to the plight of somebody else's pain just because a piece of pussy was now available and it looked good to them. Sorry. I don't know what kind of trash helped raise Kodak Black. Trash. And you can quote me, whether it was his mother, grandmother, trash. Father, uncle, big cousin, TRASH. No lines through for no money. So, if you were trash, you get more trash. So everybody's saying, "Oh, T.I. should have called him privately." Why? His disrespect wasn't private.
No, I feel that.
No,
I'm just saying, as how he speak, and he shouldn't have.
Okay, if somebody tell you expeditiously, okay, you need to fix that expeditiously. You know how many times people? Okay, you need to fix that quickly. Because he used a bigger word, now you more offended.
It wasn't about the big words, about the disrespect.
How was he? How did T.I. disrespect him?
A lot.
By calling him out on his extreme disrespect.
No. What I'm saying, he called it out to the world. Like
he said what he said to the world. So what's the problem?
you calling him in private. Look how Tank handled it. Did you see how Tank handled it?
First of all, if we gonna
because he's an R&B singer.
No. How Tank handled it was probably more gangster than how they all did.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, not for the simple fact that because I don't care what nobody say. Oh, he's a singer. Singers shouldn't be. No, I know some singers who'll whoop your ass.
Yeah, I know exactly. He served in the military though.
Explain her comment to me.
I don't see it up here.
Celestial Star said Kodak Black deserves more respect than that. He can't be that ignorant. He's a millionaire.
Explain that.
Do you? I don't know because.
But okay. How do you
want me to respond? Because
you can respond how you want to, but even that person that sit there while he was doing the stuff in the private, he was making those comments that went live. He disrespectful. Why are you? He didn't take his phone and go live and say that. Somebody recorded him and set him up.
And when they let him know that he was live, and they even said, "Hey, bro, too soon, too much, that's too far." He had no remorse for it, period.
But he gonna stand on what he said though.
Okay,
but some people retract.
Can stand on your ignorance.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
But what I'm saying, people retract and say what they is. But what I'm saying, your mind wasn't like your mind is now when you were 21 years old.
Correct, but I still had a sense of decorum and knowing it all because people around me didn't just let me grow up. I was raised. So like I said, for anyone who had a hand in the raising of Kodak Black, you are trash because your product of your trash is now having a platinum or a public platform. That's number one. I stand by that. Don't care. Sorry. And then for two, any person who defends him or has anything to say about whether he's intelligent or not, you're a simpleton, especially a black woman, because you'll go to war for this person who would literally look you up and down in disgust because of who you are and you're not. You don't meet his qualifications. Meanwhile, he's out here looking like a Duracell battery. That's all I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You talking about him, he got a preference too. That if he don't feel like that, at least he's not holding in. At least he's saying it. It's a lot of people walking around that are hidden racists, all those different things.
Okay, and when your preference is rooted
and you're not being real. So you need to stay.
So you mean to tell me that it's okay that he said, I don't want no dark bitch? Who really wants a dark bitch? I'm already dark.
What's wrong with that if that's his preference? Do you want a white man? Do you want a cracker ass white man? Hell no, you don't want that
I ain't
shit.
never
You
called
would
no
say
cracker
that.
no
You
cracker.
would. Hey, look at you laughing. Look at you laughing. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you're funny.
No, I'm not
First
funny.
of all,
Hey.
I ain't never called none of these crackers no cracker ass cracker. Okay? Let's be clear.
I said it straight out your head. Like I
I ain't
don't know,
never
cracker
called,
ass,
first
cracker
of
ass,
all,
cracker
I
ass
ain't
white
never
man.
called no cracker ass cracker. If I'm gonna say that I don't want no white man, I say I'll let it be known I don't do the pink meat.
Yeah,
And I
then
say
you
that-
call it the
time
pink
out,
meat.
Time out. And I
Come
say
on
it
now.
in a joking fashion. I'm not
Kodak
going
said
to.
it in a joking
No,
fashion.
he was not joking. If you're defending him, you're simple, and I'm standing by it.
Nah,
Because,
you're not.
first of all,
You're
I don't
not
understand
thinking.
how. First of all, period. Okay, let's for a second. Male or female, if you can defend his ignorance as far as his statements towards black women, then I have a problem with that. If you can defend him and he's a sexual predator, I have a problem with that. If you can defend him and basically he has nothing that is catchy with the exception of his verse in this new Bruno Mars Gucci Man song he got. I drank till I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Smoke till I'm high.
What you dancing though? But
Because I
listen.
like wake up in the sky. You can't tell
But
me
mute that
I
nigga though, right?
Oh, let me tell you something. When I'm at work, and I don't know if Blade Lark, hey Blade Lark, I don't know if he's still on here. When Kodak Black comes on, that shit gets turned. He gets no play while I'm at work. He gets no play in the car. And then also, there's an article saying that his stream percent went down by 700%.
Oh yeah,
They
I know.
don't play him in the radio. Regardless, I don't care how you say
But-
it. You have to have a sense of decorum. And
Okay.
then when you do have such a
Hey,
platform,
I'm not defending his ignorance.
but you're defending his
No, I'm
actions.
defending him as a black man because if we don't defend each other like that, I'm not. He said the fucking shit the way he said. He was ignorant for that shit, but he's still black, man. He needs some guidance. Nigga, don't come at him like you his daddy. Nigga, come at him with some real
So
stuff.
you just
like,
said he need guidance, but he clearly don't have a daddy. So which one it is? It?
don't come at him like that.
Like what? Like a father figure?
You
just said he needed guidance. Did he not say that?
No.
You
But
just
when you're
said
20,
he needed guidance.
but
and
when
then
he's
he
21, when he's 21 and he's wild, you got to come at him different. I don't think no.
Now, black men, y'all have to pick. Because when y'all get killed at 21, he's that's a grown man. Y'all killed
They say
another
gone
black
too
man.
fast.
Gone too
No,
fast.
yeah.
But now that he's 21 and don't know no better, he's a kid. Pick which one and pick which age of accountability y'all gonna stick to. That's gonna differentiate y'all between being a boy and a man. What is it? What is it gonna be?
Some people actually exercise at 21 years old as a boy. Like, I mean, that's just what it is.
Who has ever called someone 21 and
Exactly.
a boy?
So when T.I. told him to move expeditiously, he was treating him like he was one of his kids.
Because he was acting like one.
Oh my God. So what's your point?
What is your point,
Oh,
Drew? You're defending.
I'm defending
you're
him as a.
defending as a what? Because he black?
Yes.
He don't
Why
even-
would I defend my own?
Because,
And when it ain't
because
even
he would look because
when we
let's
don't
keep it-
even make
okay,
up 14.6 of the
if
population
he
in
was
America.
to sta-
So
if-
you gonna
if he was to stand in front
do
of
just
your
like the
mother,
white
if he was
person
standing in
and
front
then
of
down
your
him
mother,
too,
he
right?
would disrespect
That's what you gonna
your
do
mother
when it's
as
only
a black woman.
14.6%
He
of us in
would disrespect
America.
your mother as a black woman. So you're gonna defend someone who knowingly would disrespect her. I've seen your mother. Your mother is gorgeous, beautiful,
Thank you. Your mom is
melanin-filled
too.
woman. Thank you.
Yeah.
He would
Great
disrespect
woman.
your mother and call her too dark, and he don't want no black ass bitch. So you gonna defend that?
That means he don't.
Just
At the end of the day,
because
it's an ignorant statement, but that's his preference. He don't want my mom, and then that's keeping you away from him. If you think that's ignorant, that's keeping you away from him. He's giving you all the signs. But what? Some black women run to him because he got money. So what? I mean, like, which one is wrong?
And they're simpleton too. All of them are dumb.
Yeah, but
You
still.
all basic bitches. How about that?
Still, man, I don't want nobody to kick me when I'm down. You feel me? If you think that,
how is kicking that when you're down? If he's such a I know what I'm talking about and blah blah blah, and he's staying hard in that, and then he got these other grown men checking him. Well, I thought we wanted black men to be accountable for each other and check them when they wrong, but now they can't because we both grown. You better come to me
a
like
way.
a man. No,
it ain't no. You don't check. You don't check another man.
In public,
we take that check
if
away. You
don't
check
if
a grown
you're ignorant
man.
in public. What's the problem with being checked in public?
You don't check nobody.
If
you don't check
if your
nobody.
disrespect was just as loud, why can't your correction be just as loud?
Bruh, like I said, he was on live, and we on live. He's not gonna go back on what he say.
Exactly. So you're standing
just
by
what
the
it
fact
is.
that he's not gonna go back on what he say. She a whole widow out here. I'm gonna give her a year to grieve and shit. But first of all, Kodak Black couldn't take her toenail clippings, let alone get Lauren London's phone number. Sorry, he couldn't.
I don't even want to get into that. You never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying?
No,
we don't.
no.
We
I
don't.
think I can confidently-
That's a
I'm
problem.
sorry.
That's the problem.
I
We
think I
listen.
can
Listen to what I'm
confidently
saying.
speak for
Do you
Lauren-
know?
for Lauren Nicole London? And
You
say
know
that
Lauren London?
She
Do
would
you know her
never
personally?
fucking ever,
You know her personally?
ever, fucking ever. You want to know why? Because she's had a Kodak Black.
But
Please don't make me
she
say
gave
it.
a chance.
Please don't make me go there. Because it'll be a lot of people who won't watch our show anymore. Please don't make me go there.
All right, let's go.
Don't do it. All
Let's
I'm
go.
saying
Let's change the
is-
subject.
All
Let's see
I'm
what-
saying
I knew
is,
this was hot.
all I'm saying is he did, and then let's just put the icing on the cake. Then he goes to say, I didn't really even know him like that. Meanwhile, there is a tweet from Nipsey Hussle supporting this young man, telling people to go buy his album. Then there's a picture of him dapping him up, and Kodak Black looking like the purest Lisa Simpson in the face with that hair, and looking like a #1 fan of Nipsey. So aside from what he said about Lauren, it's the fact that this man, while he was alive, did nothing but show you love and support you, and yet you do some goofy shit like this in death to his woman, all because you think she fine.
Let me ask you a question. So, you know, you got Facebook friends you don't even know personally, right?
Facts.
Have you ever seen them outside of Facebook and seen them in town and they came to you and you shook their hand, but you don't give a fuck about them for real? Like, have you ever did that?
I know a couple of people.
Yeah, so I mean,
But that
him
but that don't
supporting
mean
Kodak
that-
Black.
But that don't mean
yeah,
in death
but-
you disrespect them though. You're finding reasons to justify his ignorance, and
I kept telling you, I'm not justifying his ignorance.
Yes,
I'm
you
defending
are.
him as a black man. That's all
for
I'm saying.
what?
Because like he should be scum all of a sudden because he
No,
said
it's
what
not
he
all of a
said.
sudden. He's been scum for a while.
But
He's
so,
been great.
So if everybody judged
cultivated
you,
scum.
everybody judged you on the shit that you said, you would be like a dumb
A
black
bitch.
woman. Yeah,
No,
you
I'd
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
bitch.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So why judge him now? Like when you were
Okay.
you feel what I'm
So
saying?
would you rather be a bitch or be ignorant?
I'd rather
At
be a
least
bitch.
with what I
Yeah,
say, at
that's-
least with what I say is based in truth. I can back it up with some facts, whether it be statistical or historical. I make sense with what I say. You just don't like what I said because you know it has some truth to it. That motherfucker is ignorant. He's been ignorant for a while, and he prides himself on being a Haitian wild ass nigga. So what am I supposed to do about that?
I know. So what's the solution? We talking all this
I
about
wrote
him?
him off a long time ago, so I really don't give a shit.
So if it was your family member, you'll write him
I
off?
write off a lot of relatives if you want me to keep it rack. I got blood relatives who I do not speak to.
No, I'm let me let you.
I'm finna
I
say,
believe
Drew,
you.
now
I
you
believe
know.
you. Yeah, I know. We
Drew,
all,
now you know.
we all family. Oh,
No,
okay.
they're back. So
So you want that was kind of a little heated. You want to go somewhere else? I'll be.
okay. Where can we go? Cause baby, now y'all done got me talking about it, and y'all want to justify this sorry sack of shit, and that runs me hot. Cause the same people who look out for Kodak Black are the same bitches who don't mind taking their daughters to see R. Kelly.
Oh man,
Ignorant. Now that's an ignorant bitch. Talking about, oh, I didn't know he was doing this. Bitch, you know he was popping pussy for Aaliyah. You know he bust that Twilight Zone wide open. And now you confused. Now, first of all, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's take it there.
Dive on in it. We might as well.
Fuck it. Let's go into it. Fuck it.
I'm not.
All right. That whole surviving R. Kelly thing, you bitches, the mothers, you bitches are simple. Period. Because I don't know not a black person.
They're gonna let their kids.
No. I don't know not a black person who didn't know that R. Kelly was messing with underage girls. Even when I was younger, I could put that together. Even when I was younger, I knew the niggas who graduated 3 years before me who was sitting in the parking lot by bus 32.
Yeah.
Who were waiting for us to get out of class. I knew there's something wrong with them niggas. Why are you still talking to me? I have sea lunch. My lunch is planned for me, motherfucker. You can go to lunch when you feel like it.
Yeah.
My lunch is planned, my guy. All of them you knew something was wrong with R. Kelly, but you saw the potential in him making your child a star. You saw the dollar sign, so you was willing to put up your daughter's virginity or her pussy or whatever she was doing for the sake of her getting a contract because you thought your daughter was going to be the next Aaliyah when they were barely a background singer. That's number one. Number two.
Shit.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Let's
just
shit.
Let's just call that what it is. When you sit there and, oh, I didn't know R. Kelly would do this. Bitch, when?
The trial wasn't like in 95 or 98. That was like 2003. The R. Kelly trial when he was up for trial for that child porn when he was pissing on bitches.
Jigga kept not guilty.
You can't judge me, no. You can't judge me. Jigga Kelly not.
I had to lighten it up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. That shit is like that's not so far in our memory. Like
it really just happened. Like,
I can recall when it happened.
He's sick. He still had the sex tape around his house. Like,
bruh.
like
and then, not only that, y'all knew that he was doing it, and you still was like, oh, I didn't know R. Kelly was a cult, a sex cult motherfucker. I did not know this.
Nigga, I was a young person and I seen the R. Kelly sex tape.
I seen the R. Kelly tape.
Yeah,
bitch
like
had moves.
And, yeah.
First of all, she said...
And that ain't the first time she got pissed on.
Like, you know, because she didn't move.
You know, when you get that shower water used to hit you when you was like,
first of all,
you know.
I have,
2008 was the trial.
2008 was the trial. 11 years ago, fam. First of all, I have a son. My son's 4 months. When my son pees, you know what I do? I move.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck out the way.
She was an expert.
Okay. Oh shit. She done took some piss to the throat before. Now, how she did it, whether it was just piss and it went down, that's her business. That's between her and her immune system. Her immune system probably could chew through acid, but that's between her and her immune system. I don't care. No. And then y'all kept going to R. Kelly, kept bringing your daughters to R. Kelly. There is not a money amount in the world that would let Christy Carter, my mother, take me to an R. Kelly concert. And not only that,
Front
take
row.
me...
Backstage
passes.
They gotta take some blame.
Hell no.
They gotta take some blame. And the dad at that.
And first of all, I don't know what kind of punk ass daddies they are.
For real.
Them some punk bitches.
You gotta go to jail.
You gotta go to prison.
You gotta go to jail.
Because first of all, how you gonna say he won't let me see my daughter? I'm just trying to, I want my baby back. No, nigga, because I know some uncles I got an uncle who don't play about me. I'm 28 years old. He coming through busted. And he gonna look at you like, what's the problem? You didn't let my niece go. She got to go. She got a son. Bye. So Let Your Star says she performed like a star for a child though. See, let's talk on that. Because in the video, it was said that she was 14. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and be blamed. I don't use my womanhood or the fact that I'm a female to justify poor decision making and my actions. Yeah. Period. I don't.
Yeah.
You'll never hear me cry rape, and I didn't get raped for the simple fact that I'm mad at a man, and I know that the courts are going to be more in my favor. You're never going to hear that. Okay. She performed like an adult because regardless of what y'all say, there are young girls out here who are not stupid. Yes, they don't know they coochie from a hole in the wall. They don't know what they're really doing. They don't know the fact that when you have sex with someone that's a soul tie, the emotional strings that come attached with it. But they're not ignorant to sex. And then for everybody saying, oh, she's a child. Y'all was popping pussy at 14, 15, 16 too. So let's not act like, oh, these babies, he showed them how the pussy work. What Brian McKnight say, he showed them how the pussy squirt. Oh my gosh. It's on YouTube. Look it up. It's totally uncomfortable.
Yeah, that sounded, yeah.
You're like, you're Mr. Beckett.
I need to go back to
No, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Man,
so, crazy. Now I am not justifying his behavior because R. Kelly's disgusting. There is nothing beautiful or sexually attractive that should be about anyone underage. I don't even like a dude who's 2 years younger than me. So you come talking to me and you 17 thinking I'm cute. Sir, you're disgusting. Okay? You still can get a kid's meal. Don't
hey, man, I remember when I know grown women, when Chris Brown was like 15, they was going crazy.
Thank you.
Sharing them.
And
all that. And nobody say nothing about that shit.
I get uncomfortable
B2K, they going crazy. They just got of age. Y'all can go crazy.
Right? They're like 30 now.
Yeah.
First of all, I know women who look at who post even
Justin
now
Bieber.
At Diggy Simmons.
Yeah, that's what
I'm just like, y'all didn't used to watch Run House and think that Dickie was like your brother or like your son.
He's still in school. I mean, but homeschool, but still, it's still Dickie, school, right? Yeah.
Y'all thought Dickie was fine. But I digress. I'm going back to say, we like to say that, at X, Y, and Z at this point, you don't know anything. At teenage age, you're not just dumb about your body. You're not, especially in this day and age. You are not ignorant about your body. She should have never been in a position to be having sexual interactions with a grown ass, tax paying, child support paying man. That's what she did.
I don't understand.
But you're not ignorant, because my first sexual experience, sex, was at 15. I didn't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm 15. I should go have some sex now. I had done things to lead up to me knowing what to do. You know what?
Cinemax, HBO late at night.
What? Oh, y'all didn't watch BET Uncut?
Real sex. Tip drill was that was
what?
Yes.
Y'all didn't watch Dr. Ruth on Lifetime?
She was nasty.
She was disgusting. It's hectic.
They let her get away with that.
They let that old white woman say clitoris.
Yeah.
On TV.
Everywhere. And I think she said cunt a couple times.
Yeah. She was quick to call a white woman a cunt.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you're talking about. But these young girls,
she didn't get
you know what I'm
muted.
saying? These young girls need guidance by women. If they are around other women who, oh, it's okay to be having sex, and then not only that, you get to these points to where it's okay for them to be around. You got people around them saying it's okay to be around older men because it's natural. No, all you bitches are disgusting. Because if my son at 28 brings a girl home and she's like 19, 20, son, where'd you meet her? How did you meet her? Was she at the playscape and you just drove by?
She gave you a ride home, and
was she at the bus stop with a lollipop and you was like, oh, give me some? Like, I don't understand. Like, did y'all share a soda at skate rink? Were you moonlighting as a bouncer? Like, I don't understand. How did you two cross paths, son? Because you're 28.
Yeah.
You're closer to 30 than you are 18. She's 19, sir. She just figured out how to wipe from front to back properly. How did you meet her? I'm going to have questions, comments, concerns, and emotional outbursts. So, no. That's just all I'm saying. But for these women to say, oh, she's a child. Were you a child when you were fucking at 14?
Yeah.
It doesn't make it right. But we have to start putting the responsibility on the mothers of these young girls. And we have to start putting the responsibility on these young girls because, yes, their mind is young, but it doesn't mean they're void of thoughts, feelings, and opinions. I think that's another problem with the black community. We slut shame young girls and, well, basically young girls, because when you're a boy at 14 fucking, your father's like, my nigga,
for real, nigga.
Get
like,
some pussy.
You got some pussy? Yeah.
Did you spit
Let
start
me
it?
tell you what I do with your
Did you
mama.
have to jump kick it? You had to
that's,
jump kick it?
that's nasty, Dad. Tell me what you do.
But tell me what you to other bitches.
Yeah.
You know
Not my
what I'm
mom.
saying?
You feel me? Like
Like,
hey,
they do, like,
that's nasty. Hey, boy, I had your mom in the shower,
boy,
right?
hit
What?
Hit
What?
it with that thumb.
Yeah,
Yes, I did. Like,
damn, mom's a hoe, huh?
my mama's a hoe.
A hoe, yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta stop doing that. If we were more open about sexuality instead of thinking that, oh, you having sex at 14, what a hoe, what a young little old hoe. You was just, if she a young hoe, so was you. Yours is just a secret.
Exactly.
And we got to start putting the blame on all parties involved. His security guard who was wrangling up the 14-year-olds, you fucking nasty.
And the homeboy too.
The homeboy who was sitting outside the McDonald's with ice cream coupons.
If that wasn't snitching, them niggas was telling. I used to round up at least 16 girls for R. Kelly under 16.
And that McDonald's that McDonald's that he used to hang out with, that ice cream machine could have never been broke.
Yeah, you feel me?
That shit was sponsored
for
by.
Real.
That shit had to be sponsored.
That mother had a Honda engine in it, didn't it?
What? Had a goddamn the Kickstarter.
Yeah, this shit.
With a backup generator. You're not finna
nigga
mess up.
Pre-made cone.
You're not finna mess up R. Kelly's ice cream. That's what you're not finna do. But she performed like she knew what she was doing. At 14, I knew some stuff. Like, I know my boyfriend kisses me. I know he grabs my butt. I know he, let's keep it real. In middle school, everybody was getting fingered.
Yeah, fingered.
You was fingering a
nigga
motherfucker.
jamming. It wasn't even that good. It was
you doing this. And what you doing? Faking. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And you just
making the porno noises.
You don't know what the fuck you doing.
They called yourself a white bitch. I'm your white bitch.
I'm your white bitch. Put your cock in my face. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You just emulating what you see. Most of the mother is acting like the child. Can you elaborate on that? Or just clarify what you're trying to say, Donnie? But I said it to say, these teenage, a lot of teenagers.
Donnie sound like an old ass nigga.
You're not gonna talk about our. You're not gonna talk about our viewers.
Hey man, hey,
You're
Daddy,
gonna talk about our viewers.
reiterate it. You
But,
gotta,
you know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
get deep with that shit. Hey, Daddy,
I couldn't see what he was saying. And I keep, if anybody asking why I keep doing this, my hair is getting caught on this hook that's in the dress, and I'm trying to push it down, but every time I turn, so. But I said to go to her comment about that, she did perform like a star, like she'd been knowing what she was doing.
The camera was
we
set
don't
up.
know. We
Like-
don't know. We cannot say that was that girl's first sexual experience. It might be her first sexual experience with the nasty nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at 14, 15, I knew I was doing a little bit, but I was still learning.
Yeah.
I saw the tape. Come on now. Y'all can feel how you want to feel about R. Kelly, but y'all got to keep it real as far as women go.
Yeah.
You have to.
I mean,
And to
I
me,
think you have to start off
To
with-
me, Kodak Black and R. Kelly are one and the same. Sorry. Look at the charges. Don't care how you feel about it. You support R. Kelly. You support R. Kelly popping.
Yes, he was.
Not 1990.
Yeah, he was with Public Announcement.
Well, yeah.